Hey everyone, and welcome to Day 1 of the Final Fantasy Tactics Colosseum AI Tournament League for April. Really looking forward to seeing what the infusion of fresh blood brings to the event, and we've got a lot of them playing tonight, so can't wait to see it. I'm Sardek, and Korremar's with me on comms.
Absolutely. Looking forward to tonight. We've got 12 matches here, so going to be the first of many longer nights, but we've got some real hefty matchups.
And with that said, let's get them started. Right out of the gate, two new competitors, SpringSkipper 3 and Coppola 1. Bringing Poke Trainer Brad Wants to Battle versus Your Final Fantasy. Let me know if we have any desync issues like we had before. The number is kind of arbitrary. Like, I just number them in the order in which they show up on my dashboard, but let me double check in the entries just to make sure. Yes, 1 is Arena Reps, 2 is Liz, 3 is Brad, and 4 is Carl. It goes by the numbering in the entries RAR that I sent out. So anyways, let's check those teams out. For Poke Trainer Brad, we have Spot the Behemoth and Rex the Behemoth. Those are the 2,000, I think, right?
Yep.
I'm not pronouncing that. The Mind Flare, that's the 6,000. And Poke Trainer Brad the Monk with Equip Armor and Regenerator, 486. So all of them pretty beefy guys. Also Sing to support. On the other side, for Coppola, we have Your Final Fantasy featuring... Yeah, that's not happening, Ludo. Featuring Shadow the Ninja with Dragon Spirit and Attack Up. Kane the Lancer with Javelin 2. So the bigger damage one. Damage Split and Magic Defend Up along with Talk Skill. Coppola said Talk Skill is pretty big on Arena for a while, and our formulas seem like what theirs was before the nerf. So let's see how that impacts things. Yuna the Summoner with Short Charge and Item, presumably for... Yep, Power Source to keep going. And Ash the Time Mage with White Magic and half of MP. So we'll start it off in large 82. And hey, let's actually remember to do this. Yay, save states. We have Coppola on the right and Spring on the left.
Monsters are a little fortunate starting on the left side of the map this time. They do tend to have just a little problem on the right, jumping up and funneling through that gap there. Ninja moving over does get an early shuriken. 144 to the Monk is a decent bit of damage. Does get the regenerator off. That is a little slow. Let's see if it's going to make a difference here.
Alphabet's using Aqualung.
It is guarded, however. Monk is going to hop up top and start singing. Haste 2 is going to hit 2, the Time Mage enemy summoner. So that summoner is going to go real fast here. Has decent speed, haste, and short charge. An early Giga Flare. 117, not too bad damage, but that ninja is beefier than most ninjas. Second Giga Flare, though, might do it here. 189, better compat is able to put him down, but he's going to come right back up from that Time Mage.
But you notice him being on 2, though, so it did matter. Big summon coming out, but this last song Oh, unfortunately doesn't hit.
Only hits the monk himself, but it does mean he's going to walk over and get a bonk on the summoner. 84, though, not a ton of damage.
There's Bahamut.
Behemoths are beefy boys, so they can tank a fair bit of damage. They do also have MP Switch. Let's see here. MP Switch on one of the Behemoths, other one is dropped low. A Counter Flood takes the summoner down in return, though. The Squid's going to move up and toss another Aqua Lung at the Ninja. Lands this time, and the Ninja goes right back down, but Time Age going to bring it right back up yet again.
But once more, the clock ticking down just before it comes back up.
Giga Flare, another 117 hit. Pretty solid damage there from that range. The Lancer gets a chance to take some revenge. Hops over, takes a swing for 187 with that lance. Good damage from the two-hand. 72 on a monk punch. I was about to say munch punk. Not a lot of damage there.
That Time Mage is doing an excellent job at keeping her team going, though. And the monster team is slowly being drained of gas.
Life Break, we've definitely seen some huge numbers out of it. 187, not the biggest, but it is more than enough. Speaking of 187, that is another stab to that Behemoth, and now both Behemoths very low. Does mean they can run away, but it does also mean they can get some massive life breaks out.
Only going for Giga Flare, though.
Damage split does it in. Holy gonna do a little bit of damage. 132, not too shabby. Might be nerfed, but it can still put up some good numbers if you are spec'd for it. Here's another Bahamut coming through, gonna hit pretty hard.
Taking out that other Behemoth.
More than enough to take it down, so it's just this monk here. Is he... Oh, and a re-raise. That Faith Agnostic Talk skill definitely putting in some work here. Gonna get a big heal coming through, but is it even necessary with just this monk here?
Oh, I guess the monk's regenerating and not undead. I thought it was going to damage him too, but I guess he moved into it, not out of it.
Monk simply does not have the damage to do anything against these three units here.
And Last Song is not exactly what's going to get him out of this one.
Nor will a 72 damage punch. There's another Haste 2 coming through. Team taking some time to buff itself up before they take him down.
Oh, it's the Brave on the monk? Yeah, that would do it.
Yep, the barehanded swings, of course, are Brave dependent, so definitely having high Brave on a monk is pretty important if you want him to do any kind of appreciable punch damage.
It looks like it was, but that's an easy fix. Give me 1 sec.
Well, it does look like it compelled him to sing at least a few times. Unfortunately, the last songs did not work out. I am excited that we are seeing a last song, though. Definitely one of the more underutilized options. Just because it is so sort of coin flippy, but that can be a pretty huge coin flip if it does flip in your favor, so I'm excited to see somebody using it.
Whoops. Alright, so Javelin 2 was setting slow on proc, no longer is. That is fixed. Okay, going to small map 83. Zaire Kyle Falls.
Alright, small map might play in the monster team's favor here. Those behemoths are going to be able to get in and start building some PA just a little easier with a lot less terrain here. But this map definitely can be pretty polarizing, that bridge being a choke point. We've seen it happen before. Actually, I think one of my teams got screwed here because of the choke point, if I'm not mistaken. Ninja moves up, gets a crit, but does miss the second swing here. Squid's going to move up, and that is a mind control on the Lancer, and it does land. That could be a big swing right here. Monk's going to go ahead and start singing here. Haste 2 coming out is going to hit 3 units here. Does haste the Charmed Lancer. Summoner's going to move up, is starting a cast there. I believe it's going to hit the Ninja as well, but so is this Giga Flare.
And probably the next one for better compatibility to end the Ninja, just like last map.
Sure does, and that'll do that Ninja in, does open up that roadblock, and here's the Lancer getting a 231, takes down that Summoner immediately.
Yeah, that's going to show a big difference. And, oh, quick on 3.
Quicks.
Yeah, definitely showing the difference between the two maps.
That was a 97% chance on that charm there, so no surprise that it landed.
It does
Lancer
appear that the teams share a triangle.
Another pair of quicks there. It is just that charmed Lancer.
Actually, these teams are not on a triangle, it doesn't look like. Another triple quick. Not really doing anything, but still cool.
I'm just waiting this charm out here. Team is just going to go ahead and buff itself. The Behemoth and the Lancer just kind of hanging out with each other, you know, just bridge buddies.
That is kind of the way this map tends to go.
There's one stab up. Monk is going to move up, is going to take that punch to the Lancer's face. 72, not a lot, and half of it sent right back. Giga Flare from up high. Behemoth getting a high angle on the Lancer. 117 good damage, but again, half of it bounced back with that damage split.
Unfortunately, that's not going to do any good.
Yeah, another Giga Flare. This Lancer is not long for this world. Monk does opt to sing, which really is the better choice when you see the damage coming out from his tiny punches.
Going for last song with the Behemoths up is very different than going for last song when alone.
117, no proc that time, but he does get 332 healing off of that crystal.
Two quicks, that does change it.
Behemoth moves down, does get a stab up for a big hit of 200. 100 damage back, but he did get the PA boost as well.
Yeah, those hits are going to get really big really fast.
Guards the life break. Monk cannot move over to get that crystal, so the Lancer is likely going to be able to grab it. Sure does. Swings the Behemoth, not really accomplishing too much, and he is no longer blocking everybody in here, so now they're going to be able to surround him too. Guards the Giga Flare yet again, but really just managing to take some extra turns. Don't think he's going to be able to do all 4 of these units in.
231, it's getting bigger and bigger.
.187, those stabs are not small by any stretch, but this Giga Flare should end it. Not quite.
That tenacious Lancer just refusing to go down.
And that will do it. That is 1-1 going to the medium map.
118.
That charm was incredibly decisive. Let's see if we're going to see a repeat or if the extra space is going to be enough.
The triple quick off that last song also really, really improved the tempo, letting him get ahead in the beginning.
A lot of verticality here could potentially make a difference as well. An early Magic Shuriken does eat the MP off of one of those behemoths. Could mean another big summon coming through.
Looks like we have a haste 2 to start, though.
Aqualung lands on the ninja first try this time. Was not guarded like the first match. But
And
yep, a haste on 3 of them.
80% Giga Flare. Nope. The Lancer is more evasive, but nope, also lands on him.
Does damage split half of it back, though. Summoner does finally get her action. She's going to move up and start a big cast coming out. I do believe that should hit all 4 of them.
Yep, and with the Lance on the Squid, might get to neutralize it before the mind controls come into play. Nope, he's not near fatal, so he is still dangerous.
Gets a counter flood, no proc, but 162 is some pretty hefty damage.
Uh-oh. Just 2.
One of them was the squid. That's going to be a mind control, and it does land.
And it's on the Reviver on the team, so that's extra dangerous. If the team doesn't have any way to handle that, that could be it. Yep, there's a Revive coming through on the Behemoth right out of the gate.
The other Behemoth does his best to prevent it, and does not.
There's another Bahamut, though. There goes the Mind Flare.
The other Behemoth is dropped back down to near fatal.
So
it does die immediately afterwards.
So with the Monk being forced to Chakra itself, and the Mind Flare in a position where it can't be revived thanks to the verticality, this might actually go the way of the other team. The Mind Flare neutralized early, that might have been enough.
A very hefty stab up, drops the summoner real low, but she is able to power source herself. Decent healing, of course, and also does keep herself in MP. Lancer's going to move up, take a swing at the back of the Monk, but he is still pretty healthy. He's a pretty beefy boy.
Monk can revive that one, though.
Lancer is in position to take it right back down. No MP to be able to potentially save it there.
That life break is going to be huge if it hits, and it sure does.
But she's able to get that summoner right back up, no problem. There's a revive on that behemoth yet again, but I believe the Lancer should take his action here in a moment too.
Yeah, just based on the timings of the numbers ticking down, it looks in favor of Coppola's team the way the loop goes. That's huge, though. That was the big reviver for the team. Does the summoner have fairy?
There's yet another revive.
She doesn't. Although she does take out the behemoth.
Yep, so it's just the monk versus 2, and that's probably not going to play out in the monk's favor without being able to put up any kind of damage.
Oh, she does have Phoenix down. So yeah, it looks like Coppola did in fact put it together. I will double check that for you, Spring.
Just a matter of time here. Here comes the Bahamut. That should just about do it.
Just about indeed. Near Fatal is just that.
Just one more hit here. Monk not able to move enough to get that crystal. Another revive, but it misses.
And that is it. Coppola takes the match 2-1. And just for the question Spring asked, we have Pisces, which is good with Cancer and Scorpio. Aries, which is good with Sagittarius and Leo. Libra, which is good with Pisces and Aquarius, so those two are good compat. And Capricorn, which is good with Taurus and Virgo, bad with Aries and Libra. So the revive is bad with both of these. So yeah, there are some compatibility mismatches here. There's an error in the FFT text. It's quite possible you just didn't enter Zodiacs at all. They are randomly generated like the team names if you do not enter it. You said that was you said that was your bad team, so it happens. That said, if you want to shift the Zodiacs to something more reasonable for your next match, that's fine. We allow that if you forgot the Zodiacs. Alright, so we go now to Vana Krisum versus Omegasuspekt 2. Born Ready versus A Boy and His Bombs. So, we had a lot of talking about the bombs yesterday, and, well, certainly a proving ground for them here. We have Duncan Idaho, the Lancer, with Punch Art, Martial Arts, and an E2. This looks to be very durable and difficult to remove from the field. Medusa the Oracle with a Faith Rod, Rubber Costume, Catch and Short Charge. Loki the Mediator with Item, Throw Item, and Barrier. And Arrows, that's a pun, the Archer with a Cupid Bow and Overflow. Also, yes, there is a green beret on the Mediator. I guess it goes with the punch art from Duncan. and Earth Close on the Archer. So yeah, 2 of them absorb the Earth. And Dragon Spirit as well, which we know goes well with the Earth Close. So yeah, another interesting team put together from Vana Krisum. Omegasuspekt with Bomb, Bomb, Bomb. And an Ancient Sword, I'm guessing item. Yep. You know, no skills because 0 JP, so that's the way that goes. We'll start on large map 87. Well, Phoenix Down wouldn't really help since the bombs are all undead.
And some tough terrain here. That river in the middle may prove a little difficult for some of the units.
Probably for the best for the Archer, though.
Bomb team is going to take some time to get into range. They don't have a ton of range here. Archer, however, has no such issue, but does have an issue hitting, apparently. 88% is not good enough.
Double guarded Earth Slash. I think the bombs are floating.
176, a decent flame attack there. Squire moves up but can't do anything since all he's got is the ability to swing a sword. Second flame attack will take down that mediator. These bombs are going to go ahead and fly over the water, get a flame attack onto the Oracle in the back.
She goes for the revival. And the mediator's back up, and it's time for another shot at Charm. Guarded. No luck for the Archer this time.
Power Source is going to heal the Oracle up to full, as well as give her that MP from the full life back. Lancer's in play now, gets an Earth Slash, does hit the Squire this time for a decent bit of damage.
And once again, the mediator is down. Flame spin to heal on the flame shield, but most of it mitigated on the attack with the auto potion.
One bomb running up the river for whatever reason. Well, does hit his bow shot finally onto the Squire there, but no charm proc. $60 damage, no don't act proc there, just a little bit of chip damage. Wave Fist in return, Squire is a little lower.
And we're seeing once again 2 explosives taking out the mediator.
This poor mediator's having a rough day.
But the Oracle having no problem keeping him up. We are in fact sure, Ludo. That was fixed last month.
60 damage from that sword does heal the Lancer effectively with the auto potion. $90 damage, but doesn't get a proc again. A punch to the Squire gets him to near fatal.
And now the flame spin start, and that's going to change everything.
Not only is it getting the AoE damage, but is also healing the other bomb, keeping them up. Flame attack, making sure the Squire doesn't get too low, and gets a don't act proc on the Lancer. Oh, but a charm in return.
That's probably too little too late, though.
Notably, however, that charm can't really do a hell of a lot since the Squire can't actually hurt these bombs. Oh, I'm wrong, he can. 50 damage.
Yeah, if any of those earlier charms hit, it would have been different, but going after the Squire and missing all those hits, just too much. The bombs take game 1, and I suspect it's not going to go a whole lot better game 2. The advantage of being able to shoot over the divide for most of game 1 really would have been what gave them the chance, but a smaller map, probably not.
Though that being said, there were a lot of shots taken that did not hit and did not charm, so there is a chance that an early charm could make a difference.
Gathering up together like this for the flame wheels, though, not where you want to be.
Vana Krisum's team notably does also lack just a little bit of offense. They definitely have some good options, but they don't have the raw damage to punch through. And given that the bombs can also potentially stand back up when they're down, really just going to be a bit of a struggle. 2 units down already. Not too sure what options Vana Krisum has here.
And hitting the mediator is not where you want to be. This is, well, I guess they're both up.
And if the Oracle had opted to full life one of the bombs, potentially there could be something there, but
I mean, this match is all about that archer, and him being dead, it's not good for Vana. Just the way the speeds are working out, Archer's never going to get another turn, and that's going to be that.
unfortunately the archer charming the bombs not really able to do anything there either. The bombs can't hurt each other.
If you charm a bomb, it will self-destruct.
Oh, interesting. You know, I mean, I guess that does make sense.
It walks into the middle of its team and self-destructs. That is exactly what happens. I was curious about that, so I was watching this match last night, and Vana actually took it 2-1. But that's not how it went in the tournament itself, and really, that's all that counts.
Vana is doing the best that they possibly can here to just keep things up, but Flame Spin just very oppressive since it's able to hit multiple units.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to see later this month a squid charm a bomb, and it's going to be, well, you know. But I think this one's going to, in fact, go to Omegasuspekt.
Assuming that happens anyway, that were bombs weak to water, because if that's the case, Aqualung may be preferable for them.
They are not.
Well, alright then.
They could be. I could make them. But the ROM I inherited had basically no elemental weaknesses innate on anything.
Granted, there's not a ton of water offense other than that. I mean, there's Aqualung, there's a little bit here and there. I feel like the water weakness would be more thematic than it would be effective specifically, but...
Aqualung, Leviathan, Water Ball. I think that's the main three. But either way, Omega takes it 2-0. We go to Soul 2 versus SpringSkipper 1. No Need for Faith versus Arena Reps. Who attacks with Tidal Axe, though, without target? Alright, for No Need for Faith, we have a Faith 55 team. We have Finley the Monk with red shoes and 2 swords. 2 fists. Gonna see both of them in action. Riley the Geomancer with a Golem Axe, attack up, HP restore, and basic skill. I'm guessing does not have target. So using the axe only for its improvement in elemental. Or, excuse me, no, red shoes. I missed that. 2 red shoes. Reese the Chemist with draw out an auto potion and equip shield for that extra MA. And River the Knight with punch art and martial arts and damage split. Also reflect ring. So, a team that is not really particularly afraid of your magic. On the other side, for Spring, we have the Swindler, the Squire, with Talk Skill and Monster Talk. Reno Ashes, the Wizard, with a Faith Rod and MP Switch. MP Switch on someone using MP, not commonly seen. We'll see if it works out for this one. Rigor Morty, the Time Mage, with White Magic and Short Charge, so the classic supportive unit. And Solid Last the Knight, big old 373 HP, with another Talk Skill secondary and Magic Defend up. Like they said, in Arena, Talk Skill was one of the big ones, so let's see how that fares for this team tonight. Going to 125 to start. Time Mage getting the move right out of the gate, but the Squire moves out of the haste. That is Arena Reps on the left and No Need for Faith on the right.
Right, got the Angry Monk moving up early. Chemist gonna go ahead and get a Masa out early. Let's see what we get. 2 regions and a defend. Geo moving up as well. Not close enough to do anything just yet. Second haste 2 coming out for the Squire. Bummer that he did have to use a second cast for it. Oh, a Persuade stops the Berserk Geo.
And sleep for good measure. So double stopped.
222 damage on that defending Squire, not bad at all. If they weren't defending, it may well have been enough to drop him.
That's gonna be enough, though. Ouch.
Self-preaching for that re-raise. Another Masa coming out from the Chemist. Only gets 2 defends.
Yeah,
Defend,
really
of course,
getting
not
good rolls there.
Earth Slash does hit the MP of the Wizard. Wizard does opt to power source the Squire to keep him up, so is low on MP currently, but does still have enough. Don't act as well.
The Faith is low enough to survive most of the big spells. It just so happens that you're not surviving ones that also have Faith attached. Talk Skill definitely showing off its power here. That Geomancer disabled 6 ways to Sunday, plus a death sentence and a slow on the night.
3 hastes coming out there. 2 of them were superfluous, but did refresh the haste on that knight since she was too close to that slow earlier. 209, a good explosion. And a death sentence on the Geo as well. This poor Geo.
Geo finally back in the match. Just kidding. Absolutely brutal.
This bullying to these Berserk team units here. Chain Lightning, not enough to take the Chemist down, but 132 is not small damage, and they're all going to bully the Chemist anyway, considering the other 2 are death sentenced.
Revive coming out for the Monk. A Time Mage bonk enough to end him, though.
Threaten to don't act the Chemist. This poor Chemist has gotten really almost no actions off this game, getting the 2 Mosses early with some bad luck. Self-haste coming out for the Time Mage. He is keeping himself in MP with that move MP switch.
And now it's mostly just a matter of time as we watch the death sentences tick down. The Monk will stand back up when the Knight revives him, but how long is that gonna last?
The death sentence on that Geo, however, not ticking down since he is sleeping. Not that that makes much of a difference, it is just going to prolong the match just a little more. The Monk, however, getting those swings 196 twice and gets death sentence, so he's going to get a couple turns of free swings here.
Though probably not enough.
And the Squire just bails.
Monk in pursuit, but not quite fast enough.
Team just splitting up to wait out these death sentences.
Now the Geomancer is back up.
Finally get the action, but
MP swapped. Honestly, could you ask for more?
this was a case of bullying here.
That is the way it goes sometimes. Looks like Arena Reps take game 1. Smaller map 119. We'll see if the Berserkers do a little better with less room to maneuver. Time Mage starting off with slow this time instead of haste 2.
And an immediate death sentence coming out, and it does land on that Geo. This poor Geo is just... whew.
Quad slow.
Two sleeps from Mimic Daravan.
Really showing the value of the status protections that are available. Ooh, the Earth Slash taking the MP out from the MP switch, so the mage's spell is cancelled.
Small sword stab from the knight, not a ton of damage, but it is still something. Explosion is enough to finish the monk off, and here's a death sentence on the... Wow. Talk skill really proving super strong here.
And as you can see, I did in fact fix Reflect on Chain Lightning. Thanks for noticing it, guys.
Yes, so Berserk does disable reaction skills.
With the exception of Weapon Guard. I've been considering removing the constraint that Berserk removes reactions. Once I get into the AI bits where I can change the relative values of things, I'm going to make Berserk just a positive status.
That MP switch is definitely proven useful for this wizard, though, keeping her up pretty handily. And with the power source on her, able to immediately restore her own MP, that's very good, actually.
One of the new people commented on noticing how MP switch and move MP up were gender locked, so you couldn't get both of them. And I tell you what, that'd be a dangerous mage if it had both of them.
A big axe bonk takes the wizard down very quickly.
I mean, I'm fine with Hamido being good again. Hamido's pretty bad right now. And it's not a particularly difficult thing either, because I know where it does the check for Berserk to prevent them. So I just need to nop, like, 3 branches and 3 subroutines.
Apparently, I guess, Cheer Up is not adding regen, it looks like?
Since this is likely to be a win 2-0, I'll fix that for tomorrow. Let me double check. Abilities, Cheer Up, Inflict status 22, All or Nothing regen. No, it's supposed to. And it is... Oh, I see what's happening here. I have to rewrite the formula. I'll have that for tomorrow. Formula 54 doesn't allow status infliction, so I'll just change it so that it does. It's like a 5-minute fix.
Wizard did opt to move from her semi-safe space there. She was, with the dead unit right in front of her and no way to get around that unit. Wasn't able to be swung on. She does move down here. Time Mage gonna go ahead and pick up the crystal, heal himself up to full. This match is still going, surprisingly. Did think it was gonna be over just a little bit faster.
Bonk. Nonetheless, Arena Reps does take it 2-0. Thanks for noticing that on Cheer Up. I will have that formula written for tomorrow, so should not impact the tournament at all.
I think we probably haven't noticed that much so far because almost nobody has used Cheer Up.
Spring wins 2-0. Now for Paddy 1 versus Korremar 3. Mario and the 64 Chambers versus Space Mutiny.
This This team is a shit show, so I'm very excited to see how it does.
How it dies, you mean?
Exactly.
So we have three squids: Method Mario, Inspecta Peach, Ghostface Wario, and Louisa. So, so Mind Control, Psionic Wave, Mind Control, and a Weapon Guard Sicken Chemist. On the other side, we have Thick McRun Fast with Time Magic. Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Thick McRunfast does have Time Magic, has Haste 2 there, does have Spin Fist, Repeating Fist, and Chakra. Equip Armor for a whole bunch of extra HP, Cursed Ring to keep him up just a little better, and Counter Throw. We have Fridge Large Meat, also a very beefy boy with Hamido and 2 swords, some big punches coming out from him. Defy Pain, Heal, Wish, Wave Fist, and Earth Slash. Next up, we have Bolt Vanderhuge. Does have Attack Up, Damage Split, Throw Stone, Wild Swing, Target, Stigma Magic, and Revive. And finally, we have Slab Squat Thrust with Life Song and Battle Song. Does not have any punch art, but does have HP Restore, Guts, and Move HP up.
Just these names. Anyways, we'll go to Large Map 109.
I can't take credit for the names. To be clear, they are from an MST3K episode where they were watching the movie Space Mutiny. And the main character, they constantly make fun of his name because his name is what is it, Dave Ryder? And they constantly just call him all these really baffling names. And these are 4 of them that they picked.
And the Haste 2 getting the whole team right out of the gate.
Some much faster boys now, but they don't have a ton of move here. We're going to go ahead and see a battle song coming out early is going to help all 4 of them. If they get enough time, their punches are going to do something decent here at least. But if they get mind controlled, that's going to be real bad.
I feel like that may perhaps be what is in the future.
Yeah, probably.
It's a bunch of angry beefcakes punching each other.
Not a lot of move on either side, so we are going to get several rounds here ahead of time. And there's an Earth Slash coming out early. Decent damage, since we are already seeing a little bit of that PA boost.
Unfortunately, the monk restarting the song, so the battle not quite as high tempo as it would be without the haste. There's the first one.
And it does land. That is unfortunate. Aqualung on the Singer, 180 is enough to put him down. But we've got the Reviver coming up, is going to bring him up. Oof, 243. Yikes. 133 twice, almost enough to kill a squid. Does eat a Counter Flood in return, but not enough to even near fatal. That book, however, is going to bring him low and poisoned as well, but he is going to take one more action to kill with that Aqualung. Another mind control, so both monks that are standing are mind controlled.
I will say, Kjata, that most of them just got put in day 1 just entirely by coincidence.
Well, the counter throw does manage to work out there. They break each other's charms, but another Aqualung. We've got one low HP monk here, so that'll put him down. No surprise there, and that is 1-0 to Paddy. So for those who did not see previously, or the previous season of this, Paddy had entered a team with 4 summoners. And even though they didn't do well, I thought it was a really interesting team concept, and so I wanted to see what else you could do with a team of 4 of the same job, and I chose to try monks. So far, it's not going great.
That might be just more about the squids than the monks.
Absolutely. They probably, granted, the small map might help a little. Not sure. We will see, but they might have a run through through losers. We'll find out.
I mean, Kjata infamously got in second after losing the first round and making a run all the way up through the losers bracket.
Oh boy, that's 3 monks standing together. Well, only one of those charms hit, but it was on the more dangerous of the 2 units. Haste wiped off the other one, and there's a mind control on him as well. Does not land, actually. That book hit, however, does land. Only one battle song and was on the charmed one, and a wild swing 264 to both of the friendly units. That is going to start a life song, however.
Bonk.
Repeating Fist 208, but Counter Flood is going to drop that monk. But here's an Earth Slash. That's not enough to kill either.
Second Counter Flood doesn't happen.
He's self-aqualunging from the squid.
Just have a drink of water. No petrify.
And the monk is charmed, so going to take just a little time here. One Aqualung to break the charm. Damage split bumps some of the damage back, but it is 1 monk versus 4 units here. And there's a hit with poison. Throwstone 99, not terrible damage, but it's not going to be even close to enough. That'll do it. 2-0 to Paddy. No big surprises there.
Yeah, there was a Mind Flare last month, and he used Mind Control exactly once the entire tournament. And he was a deep run into the losers bracket as well, like lost in the top 8. We go now to Cup versus Cross. This team fucks versus Going Commando. A last-minute adjustment to this team has our Spellblader with a sword. Let's see how things go. Doug Dimmadome the Thief with Precision and Weapon Guard and Abandon.
Wait, is that Doug Dimmadome, the founder of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
Just might be. www.thekidfrombrooklyn.com. I don't know what that's a reference to, or maybe that's Cup's website. I don't know. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. We have a half of MP White Time Magic with Counter Magic. We have a Spellblade with White Magic, Critical Quick, and Guts. And a Thief with 13 Speed, Dragon Spirit, and Equip Armor. On the other side, with Cross, we have another Thief. That's 3 Thieves. With Sing, HP Restore, and Guts. Fire in the Hole. Geomancer with Engineer Rifle, Meatbone Slash, and Equip Gun. Also White Magic Secondary. A Squire with Lava Bolt, with Item and Abandon. Abandon seeing a huge resurgence this month. There was, I think, 0 of them last month. So that's really neat. And a low-tier bomb. We go to large map 109 to start.
Curious to see what the Thief will prioritize, since it does have not only most of the Steel skill set, but the entire Sing skill set as well, as a 6,800 JP Thief.
Well, you gotta spend it somewhere, I guess. As usual for our large map, just some early... Just some early positioning. Yup, Cup, this is game 1 of your match.
The text in the names of 2 of the units over there are slightly garbled because of the periods. We've seen that happen before. Temporal Strike misses the Thief.
We have Cup on the right and Cross on the left.
144, decent shot from that bow. And a flame attack through the wall.
Another nameless. Shell regen, protect, reflect.
Does run around. You think they're gonna go for a backstab? They don't. They just sing behind the Thief and let the gun finish them off. Steel Heart through the wall does not land. Landing a re-raise and a reflect there. The Spellblade going for a raise on the Dead Thief.
Thief back up, though. I was about
Takes
to say
a
just
hefty
kidding,
shot.
but no, actually, still there. Somehow still there.
Does manage to guard the flame attack through the wall. Priest moving up a little farther, not able to take an action this turn. And
Not
the Singer...
that, though.
Yep. Doug Dimmadome takes a quick swing with the sword for 80 damage. Trap that does nothing. And a Holy Strike, you love to see it. Good damage and a confusion.
Holy Strike is kind of Korremar's pet ability.
It's so bad so often. And I don't care, I love it.
Holy Water, very good confusion.
Just thought he was thirsty.
I just needed a drink. There goes the confusion, and a pair of sturdies come along with it.
That near fatal Thief is hoofing it up across the top of the map there. Another Holy Strike from the Geo.
Another Night Sword. Back up to full. Yeah, Soul gets it. Soul knows what's up. Another HP restore goes off.
Sword Strike functionally healing that Thief. Other Thief is high-tailing it up there. He is well away. Gonna take a little time to get to him and finish him off. Re-raise proc there. Flame attack is gonna do him in, but he is re-raised, so we'll be able to get back up shortly. Priest could go ahead and start charging a cast of Haste 2 on herself and the Spellblade.
Thief a little out of position, but...
A crit, 108, not a ton of damage, but gets the death sentence on the Spellblade. Could prove big later in this match. Night Sword for 154, but all the healing just does not matter since he is going to go down in a couple turns regardless, and he's not going to take too much more damage in the meantime. Another Holy Strike. 128 is pretty hefty damage, but no confusion proc at that time. Priest teleports up top to get a flash heal on that damaged Thief.
It was the Assassin Dagger.
Priest opting to counter magic the oil.
Might as well. Is that an Asuna to cancel it?
Yeah, it sure is. Sure is not.
Don't act off the heartache strike.
Fig saying that the Assassin Dagger doesn't have death sentence anymore?
Let's see. Is it an Assassin Dagger on the guy?
He does have an Assassin Dagger equipped, yeah. And yeah, in the Data Companion it doesn't, because the Tonberry knife has the death sentence now,
Right,
so
right,
it is.
right. Yeah. You think you get everything, and then there's just a bunch of things from last month.
For reference for everybody, the Tonberry knife that is supposed to be the one with death sentence used to just be a 1 WP knife that just procced dead, which was, as it turns out, a little bit too good.
Well, and also, like, basically, chemists would never use anything else. And I didn't want chemists being this, like, instant death procking crazy machine.
We did see a couple units with 2 of them, though, which was very fun, just fishing for death procs.
I think one of those was mine. Just a double sword chemist running around with Tonberry knives.
That was a second proc of Guts there from that Spellblade.
A third
Another
HP restore.
Oh, and a demi-proc from the sword.
Since that death sentence is actually impacting the match, I fixed it, and we'll just redo that map. Alright, so that was Cup v Cross. I mean, kind of Cup, but on the other hand, it wouldn't have been going that way without it, so I just send them to the... I think I sent... Yeah, I sent him to the wrong map. I sent him to the map that we used last round anyways. Yeah, I accidentally sent him to Paddy and Korremar's map 1. So, you know, just a whole bunch of reasons to restart. Just a reminder, we are not professionals.
I've never been professional at anything in my life.
We're just doing our best. I'd blame this being beta, but really it's just, you know, sometimes you make a mistake.
144. Of course, that lava bolt we have seen a whole bunch of teams use. Extremely powerful. 144, very reliable damage.
We see the assassin dagger there not showing a death sentence blue on the predictor, so it looks like we got that taken care of.
Holy Strike is guarded that time. Damage, and we proc Caution. Caution yet again, a reaction we haven't seen a ton of. We've now seen it twice in a row, Caution. And there's a Defy Pain coming out, though. 225 healing, nice and big, of course. Defy Pain used to heal a unit to full. We did change that because it was just a little bit too good. Counter magic on that flame attack does heal the bomb up, but a Mega Potion heals up the priest in turn.
So Cup is up 4-3 at the moment, right? Cup in green and Cross in white.
Estro coming out does not remove the oil. Not that the oil is doing anything, but it does mean it sets sturdy on 3 units.
And that's an angry bomb.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. 216, a big shot into the Spellblade, puts him down. Bomb attempts to swing for 108, but does not connect on the Thief. Thief gets a huge crit for 200.
And it allows that next hit to one-shot finish off the Geo. So all sorts of things breaking into Cup's favor now.
Another Heartache Strike coming out and lands a Charm. That's huge. Heartache Strike definitely very hit or miss. It can be a little bit of a trap option sometimes, with the AI liking to use a lot of turns on it, but when you land things like that, it's pretty big. Priest teleports over to the Crystal to restore her MP and to prevent anybody else from getting it. 60 onto the bomb. Bomb is still going, though, but this full life is going to finish it.
Nope. Misses.
No, it did not miss. It was a Guts proc.
Oh. Well, there goes the weapon.
So Bomb is charmed and at 1 HP. Guts is again and is uncharmed.
Not this time, though. It's a good thing it was Berserked, or it'd have blown up like 2/3 of the whole team.
Night Sword not quite enough to finish, but I do believe this swing will be. Sure is, and that is a pretty clean 4-0 victory.
Cup takes game 1. We move to small map 25. As is a pretty common theme of smaller maps, just a whole section that sees almost no use, and everyone within 1 turn of each other. Starting haste over on the Cup side.
216, a big hit on the Spellblade from that bow. And there's a Douse coming out, of course, getting that oil, which does a lot of nothing.
Critical quick for the Spellblade. Is he going to move in for a Night Sword? Or... Nope, that's a haste. Or... he's not the one casting the haste. What is he charging on himself?
Heal, I would assume, but I could be wrong. A little bit, just a little tiny knife stab there. No, that's a re-raise on himself. But it misses.
There goes the crossbow. Another crit. What a lucky thief. It's like 2 in as many maps.
There's a Knight Sword, and I believe it's an Essenna coming out from the White Mage. Sure is. Again, will not remove the oil, because... Oh, it did remove the oil that time, but it does set Sturdy on both of them as well. Flame attack on the Priest, though, is gonna get guarded.
Looks like everything's coming up cup. A miss on the life. That's awful. Thief starts singing, but I don't know if that's going to accomplish anything. Another oil.
There's another big ol' haste coming out.
$120 on the Geo. Who just goes to cure the oil.
I suppose, I mean, oil might not do anything, but it does have the effect of sometimes making units waste turns, so I guess that's something.
That is an effect, I guess. Anyways, life song. Boom.
Ooh, and we do see a self-destruct for 0.
Yeah, when charmed, they'll sometimes just go in and self-destruct for no damage at all. Ooh, a huge meat bone goes off, taking out that thief.
You love to see Meatbone happening. Doesn't even feel bad when it happens to your own team, just because it's kind of a hype proc.
I'm surprised, honestly, to not see more Guts plus meat bone in generics.
Throat punch from the thief does interrupt that that cast there. Re-raise misses a self re-raise again. Crush punch, no proc.
So life song probably that he swapped to. Oh, and there's the Phoenix down. Now it's 4 on 2.
Not going to be 4 on 2 for too long here.
Body blocking and giving the heal. That Geomancer is trapped.
Thief finally goes down, making it a 4 on 1. Geo's attempting to re-raise again and does land it this time.
Oof.
Another
Barely
meat
survives the meat bone.
Big ol' flash heal coming out for 219. Geo's gonna go ahead and move up and is going to Hell Ivy.
And lands the stop on the spell blades, arresting the cast.
But
the
finally goes down.
The thieves were there, so Cup takes it 2-0. We go now to Simmon 3 and Ludo 2, Monster Mash versus iCast. Notably, 2 teams named Monster Mash this month, and one 2 months ago that won the tournament. So, name with a bit of history. So for Monster Mash, we have Calamari the Mind Flare, Crepe Myrtle the Trent with Blessing of Nature, Iberico the Porky with Revive, and Gruyere or something, the Geomancer with Punch Art, Overflow, and Counter Flood. On Ludo's side, we have Wonderwall the Chemist with Sing and Defense Up and Barrier. Fist the Lancer, the punchy Lancers that have become popular with red shoes. I guess HP Restore is there for if there is an accessory break. Mudslide the Lancer with Weapon Guard, Martial Arts, and Punch Art. And Vor the Uribo with the Please Eat. We'll go to large map 71 for these. That'll be Ludo on the left in whatever color it's all monsters, or Ludo on the right, rather, and Simmon on the left in purple, Ludo on the right with blue. Lancer's moving up while the Chemist starts singing.
Geo and the Piggy taking a bath here. Piggy Sprite not super sure what to do in the water.
Uh-oh, that's Nose Breath. We know what that does to Lancers.
Hell Ivy apparently stops that Berserk Lancer, though. There's a Please Eat on the Chemist. Chemist says gladly.
And a second one hits the non-Berserk Lancer. He goes for a 210 Wave Fist. Counterflood not proccing.
210 is still some big damage. Time Blast gets the tree moving just a little quicker, is able to move up and Blessing of Nature to get that Shell Protect and Re-Raise out. Geo's going to Chakra herself for a little health, but not a ton.
It is basically M-Barrier, although even on good compatibility, it doesn't have the most reliable landing. I want to say like 70% on good compatibility teammates. So it's a little inconsistent, but powerful when you get it.
We saw it to very good effect last month on one of my teams, the All Be Sunny team, where Charlie the Pig managed to have just crazy luck with it and land it like damn near almost every time.
Yeah, it was Sweet D that caused the problems for that team.
Unsurprisingly. Aqualung takes down that Berserk Lancer, does finally go down after being stopped for a hot minute there.
Well, maybe now he can get revived and actually do something.
Nose Breath missing yet again. Pig on pig violence. One piggy does take down the other. Leaf Dance onto 2. 175 is pretty hefty damage, but here's a last song. Lands a quick on the Lancer, so Lancer is able to heal himself up nice and fast there.
And there's a Phoenix down for the Berserk Lancer. But the turns do not... Oh! Aqualung to take out the pig instead. Elemental, of course, to take out the Lancer. And a Leaf Dance. Yep. Really strong anti-sandbag there, being able to wrap around the corner. Two missed mind controls.
Yikes.
But still, that team is in the driver's seat.
Pig goes back down to a Lance stab. Phoenix down, bringing the other piggy right back up as well. The Leaf Dance hitting the piggy back down, hits the Lancer as well. It is smart targeted, of course, so does not hit the Squid. Squid does hit the Lancer, however. In extremely cute news, my dog heard me saying the word squid a bunch of times, and she went and got her squid toy for me.
That's adorable. Ugh. Game 1 goes to Simmon. Game 2 on small map 73. Everyone's favorite windmill shed. Except for everyone who doesn't like the windmill shed.
We got the right windmill shed map this time. I know we have grabbed the outside windmill shed map a few times before.
Yeah, you know, just constantly making that mistake. Yeah, I mean, basically you nailed it, Spring. The reason why the Trent ability is as strong as it is because I had to make it that strong for it to ever use it at all. If it was players controlling it, I'd have to tune it way down. Like, I'm definitely going to have to tune mind control down because they're actually using it this month, and boy, it's a lot better than it was last month when they were never using it.
When eventually when Sardak delves into the AI a little bit more, going to be able to tweak some things just a bit, since they'll be able to adjust the AI on that. But that is neither here nor there at this moment.
Yeah, that's more of a late summer, early fall thing, but definitely in the plans. To those who are unaware of that as an idea, what I'm planning on doing is I'm working on a hack that clears up 54 bytes of space in the battle stat structure, and I'm going to be using it for AI bit flags that will allow you to change the AI profile of the units that you build. So you'll be able to prioritize revival more, or killing more, or just change the relative weights of the statuses and supports that you use. So yeah, like you're asking, Spring, that is a thing you'll be able to do, is write an AI that pre-casts them but doesn't cast them later in the match. Or maybe an AI that prefers to keep them up all the time. It'll be a battle as much of designing the team as telling the team how it's supposed to act. I don't expect that to be ready till towards the end of the year, but that is the patch I am currently working on right now. But anyways, back to the match. It seems that, as expected, Monster Mash is continuing its dominance.
Seems to be that teams with that name are have pretty good luck, or are constructed well at least. Some combination of the two.
It was the only team that month running Cockatrice, and boy did that make a difference.
2 punches into the tree and no damage split. Demon Fire does finish off that Lancer though. Stab to finish the Chemist, and things are looking pretty clean for the Monster Mash team here.
So mostly just a matter of waiting out the charm now.
Piggy is hanging out with the charmed Lancer. They're just dancing back and forth. There goes the charm, and the pig does opt to attempt to charm again, but does miss.
If you remember that one month where there was a Lancer stuck in a back corner of that Moloch map, and the pig just kept charming him because they were they were good compatibility, so the pig was 100% to land it. Oh, it was a knight. Okay. Nonetheless, that one took a minute. You know,
Demon Fire on the Lancer?
for all he landed at Ludo, it was practically 100.
And Aqualung finishes it off.
Stories are better when they're exaggerated, Ludo. That's like rule 1 of storytelling. But anyways, Simmon takes it 2-0.
Yes, looks like Cup did take notice, but in the Discord channel I did send a picture of my dog with the squid toy that she brought me.
Looking forward to seeing that when we're done. Next match up, we have Kaffe 1 versus Ara 1. Leviticus 26:22 versus a butcher and 3 sides of meat. Send wild beast against you, being what the chapter in question is about. We have a running knife ninja whose text is incorrect, but it is giving the correct stats. I will have to do that tonight, fix the text on that. King Behemoth with Omegast. Archer with a Perseus bow and weapon guard, item throw item. And an engineer rifle mediator with precision, Hamido, and abandon. Really hard to hit this mediator at range. And with magic, with a whopping 80% magic evasion. On the other side, we have Ara's favorite Bloodstalker, a King Behemoth, a Taiju with Spirit of Life, the AoE Revival ability, and the Archer with Lava Bolt, item throw item. Of course, the Butcher selling beef, impossible meat, and Soylent. We go to large map 74 to start. Ara has submitted this team or a variation thereof 3 months in a row. Maybe it'll be better this time. So we have Ara on the right and Kaffe on the left.
Taking some time to get close to each other. The team's not having a ton of movement. 2 stabs to the Tonberry, not a hell of a lot of damage though. Tonberry does get her action in return. Chef's knifes the ninja for pretty good damage, no death proc, but doesn't need one because the bow follow-up does put him down.
Curse Strike poisons and I think oils.
Poison and Discord.
Discord, right. And now we trade stab-ups.
First one does hit the MP switch. There's a Leaf Dance. 140 to that Archer.
Archer bringing back the ninja. Just in time for another chef's knife.
Let him cook.
Down goes the Archer. And a death sentence does not land on the tree. Ara's Behemoth with a stab up this time. And Kaffe's goes to life break to take out the Tonberry, but it misses.
Tonberry always had a chance to guts it as well, of course. There's the Magic Spirit to heal it up, though.
There's a huge blood ritual, but unfortunately caught in the MP switch. And a Hamido on the swing, on the Archer.
Followed by a death sentence, which does land.
Another big stab up, 143.
I enjoy the idea that a death sentence is just like a thing you say to them.
And that life break is gutsed.
Sort of a Fist of the North Star. Ome wa mo shineru. And then they just die 3 turns later.
They were already dead. Another death sentence to land. Although, unfortunately, when you're alone against that kind of damage, not quite good enough.
Stab up does seal it. And that is going to be 1-0 to Aura.
We go to small 48 next. Kaffe on the right and Aura on the left. Shuriken to start on the Tonberry and an Archer on the other Archer.
And a Blood Ritual coming out early. 240, almost enough to kill the ninja, not quite. Archer is going to finish it off, though.
Death sentence on the Archer.
That does give the Archer a free few turns. Magic Spear going to heal the Tonberry up, the Archer as well.
Ninja
gonna be
back
brought
up.
back up.
A huge, well, I guess a small everyone's grudge. Still enough to bring it back. But once more, the Archer cannot attack the Mediator.
What a Mimic Daravan. 2 sleeps, that is pretty big. Behemoth only takes a little step up, not able to do anything currently.
Big stab up, starting the stab up train. Ninja for Chakra to bring himself back into it. No dead proc on the chef's knife. And another Hamido. Just brutal there.
Mediator is steady telling that marksman that she doesn't get to do anything with her death sentence turns.
Definitely a different match than the last one.
Mediator goes down. There's a Curse Strike, going to do Poison and Discord to the tree. Poison will wake up the tree, but it doesn't matter because the stab up wakes it up first. Does get her action, moves up and goes for a Leaf Dance on 2. Good damage there.
Preach for the re-raise.
It does land. That other behemoth still sleeping. Another stab up on the tree, and still no damage split from it. All but the crit, I do believe, saves the tree's life.
Sure
it
does.
sure did. Potter, I will not stand, or Paddy, I suppose, I will not stand for Taco Bell slander in this channel.
And the Perseus bow proc makes quick work of that behemoth. We bring it to a game 3. Going to medium map 60. What do you think, Aura? Do you think you're going to make it out of the first round? Are you nervous? Ninja once again going out front for the start. Archer taking the high ground.
getting an early shot, but does hit the MP switch on the Behemoth. No proc either. But it was a good attempt. Could have taken the Behemoth out just about right there. A little bit of chip damage from the gun from the Mediator.
Ninja getting in
close
there.
Enough to, yep. Gets a secret fist on the Tonberry and does land it. Potentially a good play there, honestly. Blood Ritual almost enough to kill the Ninja yet again.
But a Mega Potion bringing him back up. So he does survive the Archer.
Curse Strike for that Poison and Discord on the Behemoth. Stab Up gonna finish that Ninja off, however.
Those are huge poison procs, though. 50 life.
Phoenix down to bring the Ninja back up. May or may not get an action in time. He does not. There's an Everyone's Grudge coming out.
Although it does waste the Tonberry's turn. And once again, an MP switch eating a huge hit.
Blood Ritual definitely playing in the Tonberry's favor. With the Death Sentence, nobody was going to damage it, so it wasn't able to use half of its stuff, but Blood Ritual lowering its HP enough to make that Everyone's Grudge good.
Brutal Omegasts not hitting. There's another Phoenix down for the Ninja, and the Tonberry dies before it can respond. Another Death Sentence. $158 on the Archer. A stab up to finish the Ninja. We're sure.
Dance onto 2 and it kills the Mediator.
We're sure it's not. We've definitely seen trees get caught in res loops of resing the entire enemy side. Yeah, the AI basically treats near fatal like a kill. Which, you know, honestly, kinda true the way the AI acts in near fatal. Another Phoenix down for the Ninja. Tree going for the kill with its last turn, taking out the Mediator. King Behemoth with the Omegast on the Archer. Misses again. Tree is out.
Down. Time strike from one marksman to the other, but she is able to power source herself back up halfway to full. Pretty beefy marksman on both sides, actually. Time strike is going to put the Behemoth down, so it is just the two archers trying to take each other down.
That crystal's going to be huge. A counter, though.
Is it going to be enough? It
Sure
is. That counter
is.
decides it.
And the match goes to Aura 2-1. What a last-minute upset. We go next to Kjata 4 and Omegasuspekt 1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Omegasuspekts. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of course, we all know Leonardo with his katanas, with Hamido and basic skill. Raphael with Koga knives, I guess, with earth clothes to strengthen them. Counter throw, martial arts, punch art. Michelangelo with a pair of flame whips. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. That tracks. With item and throw item and an angel ring, and Donatello the Ninja with 2 rods, the Dragon Whiskers with weapon guard and steel. On the other side, we have the Omegasuspekts, the Obelisk the Lancer with punch art, martial arts, and HP restore. The Tempest the Samurai with Dragon Spirit and Equip Shield for that E2, and numerous status protections with that Genji gear. The Monolith the Samurai with item, magic defend up, and caution. A lot of status resistance on the middle of the team. And the Catalyst the Geomancer with white magic, barrier, and overflow. And another E2. Let's go to large map 110.
While the teams take a turn or two to get close to each other. Fun little TMNT story. So I used to work for a convention, and once upon a time, one of the weekends, Mike Sinterklaas, the voice actor, he played one of the turtles in one of the TMNT shows, and the North American premiere of the show was happening that Saturday, so we wanted to try and stream it, show it during one of his panels. But the reception in there was so crappy, we ended up running a piece of cable off of the back of the TV outside and used a Pringles can to make a directional antenna with it, and we stood outside for the 30 minutes of the show so that the panel could watch the TMNT premiere.
That is incredible. Can of Pringles.
It works out as a directional antenna, as it would turn out.
I mean, I guess. Anyways, the teams have started meeting in the middle now, thanks to the ninjas having enough jump to make it over the gaps.
Murasame getting some buffs, or getting some heals out. Definitely a very efficient team heal there. Here comes a Steel Heart, does miss, however.
.216, a huge hit. But 226 right back.
HP restore, though, brings it back to full. Geo's going to move over, get a local Quake, is going to finish that ninja off. Can't dodge that.
But a Phoenix down coming out from Michelangelo to keep the team up. But not for long. Wave Fist for only 95 there.
A little bit of damage there, no procs, however. But 2 stabs into the back will finish that Lancer off.
The crit not saving him because of the teammate body blocking with his corpse.
2 haste and a defend.
Samurai or ninjas are pretty good with revive loops with their extra speed, so we'll see how that goes. 204, knocking him right back down. But that is also really good for anti-sandbag.
Yet another Phoenix down over the gap.
Pair of revives come out.
Life, of course, being decidedly more effective. The Lancer getting an immediate turn to take down that ninja.
An immediate revive, but there's a Kiku to punish it. The Omega Suspects look like they've got this well in hand. A quick 300 from target takes out the Samurai.
Ninja moving well far back.
And a dodge with the CEV might be pretty big there.
Masa hitting forward does confuse the teammate.
Another Phoenix down.
As Kjata says, historically has just not had great luck with large maps.
Defy Pain, so it looks like we might have 3 ninjas up again soon. A helpful, friendly fire.
200 damage to that ninja. That poor ninja has died and come back so many times at this point.
That one's not coming back, though.
The item ninja opts to jump over the gap and steal that crystal, but he is putting himself in harm's way in the meantime. Double haste and regen is very, very good. Geomancer is still confused. Is casting something on the enemy ninja. Is it good or bad, however? Target brings the Lancer back down, and that ninja books it into the back. That is a life. That's going to do a lot of nothing.
Well, at least she got out of the way, or he got out of the way of this Muramasa this time. Local Quake, but no Confuse proc. And we know how the AI loves their Masa.
Definitely a potentially very strong skill, but has also proven a trap at times. The AI does like to spam it, since it does have such a high priority on haste. And there's not, there's a chance of it not proccing that haste, of course.
Quite a decent chance, actually. The ninja's turning it around.
A huge second target there, 290 damage. The Samurai goes down.
Now we have a 3-on-3. Kamitachi lands a don't act, though. Even confused, she's still getting work done.
Is it going to be enough?
Target for 223.
The double target's really just proving to be extremely powerful.
She will get back up, because they won't take out the Confuser. And the Defy Pain does matter.
One explosion proc.
22.
Notably, though, the confusion is gone, so she is going to go ahead and charge a life on the Samurai. And that Samurai is at 0, so just in time unless this ninja stops her. And he does.
Donatello finally bringing the pain. And incredibly, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles turn it around. So we go to small map 91.
Huh. Yeah, apparently the Dragon Whisker... Yeah, Dragon Whisker is supposed to be proccing Fire Breath and not Explosion.
It was the Flame Whips that procced Explosion, which is the correct proc.
Okay. Lancer moves up, goes for a Spin Fist early. 176 is pretty good damage.
I'll double check on the instant replay when I post it tonight to YouTube, but I'm pretty sure it was Flail that procced.
Double haste, and here's a Water Ball, gonna hit 2, kills 1, does not get a proc on the other, but 96 damage is not small.
Revive missing is huge.
Phoenix down, can't miss, and a Defy Pain right after, so Ninja does get a chance to heal himself to full. Ninjas are back in it, not that they were out, but just the same.
This time deciding to go for only the enemy team. That Samurai is booking it over there.
Another big Spin Fist does eat a counter throw for 81. Ninja moves down and swings on the Geo. 2 hits, procs the barrier. Not near fatal yet. Geo is fairly bulky.
Of course, so is a Lancer. Demon Fire puts him down.
Two Flail Bonks kills the Lancer as well. Ninjas are in a decent place here.
Or at least they were.
As one of them gets confused.
Oof. Dragon Whisker gets its proc, and it matters.
Confused Ninja says, "I'm helping," and attempts to heal the other ninja. Muramasa does kill one ninja, breaks the confusion of the other. This ninja's going to steal heart and lands the charm on the Geo, which critically does stop the life that was being charged on the dead samurai. This ninja team has a pretty firm handle on this match, it looks like.
And those charms are going to ride out the crystals, so it is going to be a 4-on-2 when it runs out. Or they'll just do that. That also happens.
Look, Paddy, Donatello was the smart one. Clearly he's the most attractive of the four.
I'm speechless. Anyways, Kjata's ninjas look to have made it work out. Parabonks.
Barrier and defend. This Geo is pretty beefy here. Is taking a while to go down, but it is only a matter of time. And now with the mid charge, 2 stabs is gonna do it, and TMNT moves on. 4 ninjas turns out to be a solid recipe here. Who knew?
We go now to Ludo 3 versus Spring 2. The Darkness Stares Back versus Poke Trainer Liz Wants to Battle. Alright, for Ludo, The Darkness Stares Back. We have Octopus.Servant with 2 ninja edges, basic skill, MP switch, and guts. Very durable ninja there. A lot of ways that she gets to survive. Also, with a massive set of evades, with 30 character evade, obviously, but an extra 15 on the physical from all sides. Testic the Geomancer with Elemental White Magic, Weapon Guard, and Defense up. Bush the Bloodstalker, the top tier Tonberry. And Sue Don't RMRF. Definitely not the hyper damage Spellblade from last month. But nonetheless, magic attack up and draw out, still gonna do a lot of damage. On the other side, Poke Trainer Liz, we have Boko Loco the Chocobo. Porksley the Porky with the Revive. That's the Revive one, right?
Sure is.
Fiery Fellow the Triple Flame Grenade. And, of course, Poke Trainer Liz with E2, Damage Split, and Magic Defend up. End Time Magic, presumably for haste. Large 106 for these two.
Haste, Haste Too Slow, and Demi.
Choco Guard right out of the gate.
One of the more interesting terrained maps here. A lot of gaps to jump, a lot of weirdness here, but that's okay. And an early haste, as well as that Choco Guard. Team is nice and buffed.
Getting the Chocobos to ever do the Choco Guard was bit of work.
Masa gets a haste in A region. Not too bad. Shuriken for 54. Doesn't feel like a lot, but it was on a bomb, so that is effectively double that damage.
That might be one of the skills that I lied to the AI in its formula by convincing it was supposed to do something else in addition, just to make it do anything at all. And Triple Fire misses.
I like what the bombs do during Triple Fire. They just kind of explode in various ways.
Yeah, that's... I switched up the animation controls on it from last month to not do the, like, particle intake like a spell. And I like the one it landed on. There's a Kiku, and it takes out the grenade.
It's a big Kiku.
Yeah, that's Spellblades for you. Whatever they're doing, they do it hard. But you pay for every bit of it at the $29.50 they cost.
Second straight dash does take on that ninja, and she goes down, but Testic gonna bring her right back up.
Bloodstalker having trouble getting into range to get started.
Definitely one of the big weaknesses of the Tonberry family. Of course, low move takes him a while, and with that slow on him too, he is not going to be doing anything anytime soon. Ninja goes up and gets a double bonk onto the Squire, but 21 damage back to her from the damage split.
Yeah, it's got to be worst compatibility. That's no well, no, I guess defend plus protect. The Masa countering out one of the slows.
Choco Guard and Haste team keeping itself nice and buffed here. The bomb is down to 1, so has a chance of getting back up pretty soon, but here's a hefty Kotetsu. Damage split for 43 back on the Spellblade, but she's still plenty healthy as well. The straight dash, however, does aim to change that, but it is guarded.
And the Blood Ritual is enough to finish off the pig. A wish to bring it back, but that's only 4 hit points. Geomancer going for a revival and letting the Kotetsu handle the pig.
Chocobo eats some damage, Regenerator, so is going to be kept a little more healthy. Moves over, opts not to go for a heal or anything like that, is just going to pass its turn.
Yeah, doesn't really have anything it can do in that position. One of the weaknesses of the 2000 Chocobo is the complete lack of offensive capability. Has very strong supportive abilities, but if you get behind, it's not going to be able to help you dig out of it.
Passes again. But passing without acting or moving does mean that's, 40 CT?
Yes. Waiting for its moment to heal up the pig. But unfortunately, everyone's grudge takes the pig right back out.
The tiniest grudge there. Tonberry just kind of goes, hey, I remember that.
Rejuve for the ninja brings her back out of near fatal and back into the fight. Spellblade opting to try and get a haste and lands it on the Tonberry.
Ninja is just doing her best to bring this Squire down and is taking quite a while to do it. Tonberry opts for the Blood Ritual over the everyone's grudge there.
Yeah, because the Blood Ritual's guaranteed to hit, so there is the cure. There's a Kiku over the gap.
Hits both, not enough to kill either. And damage split, putting in some good work here. Damage split and defend, making that Squire extremely tanky.
Everyone's grudge finishes off the Chocobo, but the grenade has had time to stand back up. And with a 3-panel triple flame, that's a huge hit. Takes out the Geomancer. Wish does not land, and the Squire runs back to the corner.
Squire's not in a great spot here. Is cut off from getting back to that Chocobo.
It's a question of if the grenade can get in and do enough to make the difference. Well, this mid-charge is going to be huge, but not quite huge enough.
The grenade's going to take quite a few turns to get over there, however. There's a Demi, but only hits herself with it. The ninja does guard it. And in everyone's grudge on the bomb, 60 damage brings it back low. It gets a critical quick. Is it going to explode? No, it goes for the triple flame over the wall, and it gets the kill.
Ninja defies pain instead of finishing off the Squire. That may come back to bite her in the ass. Sure enough.
Ninja runs over to snag that crystal. Does get a shuriken onto the bomb for the kill.
Very timely there. Poke Trainer Liz going for a haste and a full heal.
Can she kill this ninja and this Tonberry? Well, she has to kill the Spellblade now as well, so just don't think she's going to have the tempo here.
Using heal on an Absorb Dark teammate.
Blood Ritual, yeah, full healing. That is interesting. I did not realize until now that Blood Ritual was elemental. So, very solid ability for that blood ritual to be able to do.
Slow for the ninja.
Damage split, but the Squire is trapped in the corner there, just not going to be able to do anything, and she's not even near fatal, so can't even get the
Defy
pain off. There's everyone's grudge. Not quite enough to finish still.
But the target is, and Ludo takes game 1 down. Small 97 next. I suspect the grenade is going to have a bit better time in these smaller quarters. This might swing the other way. Although this is probably one of the better maps for Ludo on the small roster.
Tonberry does have a better job, or a better time here being able to close the gap and do some things. The teams being split up, though, does also mean that you can only buff 2 members of your team. Well, unless you just move over and get a 3-man haste like that.
Hell Ivy's coming out, and a proc on the Squire. Miss.
Bomb gets an early
Miss.
triple flame.
Miss. Unfortunate. Masa for regen and haste.
Chocobo goes down, but an oink brings it right back up at full HP.
Blood ritual for 90.
Ritual.
A charm lands on the ninja. That's huge. Oof.
Well, I mean, it did still take out one of the, the units on that team. Another triple flame miss. It might be very strong, but of course, demonstrating the big weakness there, it is very random.
Murasame for the 180 heal. That's a big heal. $112 swing. The bomb is near fatal. Does the chef's knife take it out? No, it gutses through it.
Straight dash takes a ninja out. We could see a self-destruct here if the bomb doesn't go down. Oh, but it does go for the triple flame instead. Triple flame's damage is high enough that it values it over the explosion.
Narrowly doesn't take out the spell blade. Leaves her at 14. Of course, Choco Cure can't cure the grenade, so the Chocobo will not. Straight dash should, yep, does take out the Tonberry. That's going to be a huge everyone's grudge if it gets another turn.
It is a big if, however, but it looks like it will. That is 342 damage.
Another guts. Kiku through the wall does 0. There's your guts meat bone like you asked, Ludo.
Gonna rejuve right after. Finally, Guts does not proc, and the bomb goes down. Everyone's grudge still 219. Not small at all.
Yeah, Chocobos, sometimes they're great and sometimes they're not. I don't understand it myself either. When I dig more into the AI, we'll be making them better, but for now, they're somewhat of a risk option. For what it's worth, you crushed Ludo 2-0 in the tests I ran last night. So, it's not that the team is bad, it's that the luck is bad. That's how the RNG goes sometimes, though.
While you introduce this next match, I'm going to take just a moment to go feed my dog.
All right. We have Fig 4 versus Omegasuspekt 3. Knuckleheads versus Don't Poke My Mons. So for Knuckleheads, this apparently was built around the idea that these are going to Aqualung each other and then get mad and counterflood each other and just poke each other in the eyes. Classic Three Stooges gameplay. Curly Larry and Mo the Mind Flayers, and Shemp the Squire with a weapon guard Chaos Blade. So, at least he's contributing a little, I guess. On the other side, for Omega, we have a Flame Spin Bomb, a Samurai with Basic Skill, Equip Shield, and Dragon Spirit for the E2. The Woodsman with Protect Spirit. This is the Protect Shell, not the Protect Shell re-raise one. And another explosive double Flame Spin, and not a Flame Shield on the Samurai. So we'll go to large 59 to start it off. Yeah, Fig's random names are actually pretty reasonable. This map historically causes something of a log jam in the middle on the top floor. So let's see how that works out for the teams with Flame Spin versus the teams with Mind Control.
Alright, back just in time to see everybody starting to Time Blast themselves.
We did mention before how Charm is really good against explosives. Let's see how that is. No, Hero. I told Fig I could give him the list of FFT generics, but he's like, I just picked some random names, and I don't feel like going to the effort to making it official. It would have been a pain to upload it anyways, and his are perfectly serviceable.
Of course, in the early iterations, it was,
Jeez.
oh wow, double Petrify. In
Yeah,
the early iterations, every unit was just rad.
Well then. So who needs mind control, huh?
Well, landed on both of those. And this match was, this one was just a little one-sided here.
We'll speed through that charm for a minute while they just time blast each other. Whoop, heal's coming out, so actual things happening again. Protect Spirit for Protect and Shell.
Another Mind
Guarded
Control.
Mist. Shell very good against that effect.
Phoenix down for a measly 18.
Well, he has a Chaos Blade in their Immune Crystal, so actually does more damage than his attack.
Two charms that time. One was on a bond, so we may be able to see it go off here.
And there, sure enough, like I said, oof.
Charmed Tree, Leaf Dancing the Squire there. Squids are just kind of hanging out over here. Aqualung not doing a ton to the tree. Tree's being pretty hefty defensively. Notably, they do have, of course, that magic defense up, so Squid's not being offensively very effective against the trees.
Aqualung not doing a whole lot. And that allows the Samurai to heal the... That's hilarious. Phoenix down. And another Aqualung instead of a another charm attempt. Bomb goes down. The other bomb is poised to stand back up.
And it gets the flame spin.
It's just to get
but
petrified
a
immediately.
re-petrifies it.
Damage split for 1. Yeah, these squids just rolling very high tonight.
Finally enough to finish that match off.
I'm talking about the petrifies, not the charms. Yeah, like 3 petrifies on counterfloods. Yeah, that's real good. Anyways, we go to small 113 next. Maybe not so much petrifying in this one. I don't know what the geo is on this. Anyway, starting off with the traditional time blasts.
Opening volley of those. Actually, looks like we are close enough to get the Aqualung early on.
And a missed mind control.
Flame attack, but there's the counter flood. Just a darkness this time. Not, no petrify on this terrain.
Might make a bit of a difference, I'd say. Tree elects to throw the protect shells on.
Which does mean those bombs are going to be taking next to no damage. Oh, but that is a 4-person attempt at charm.
And it misses all of them.
Wow.
For those unaware, shell does reduce the chance of being hit by this. Nice Phoenix down.
That being the best offensive option he has is extremely funny.
Guarded, missed. The guarded, I believe, the samurai might just be immune to it.
Finally, third attempt, that's 2 charms, and that's a self-destruct. This is a jam-packed little pile of units here. Other bomb is moving up and away since it does have that don't act. Another Phoenix down on it. It's really just kind of bullying it just a little bit. Just another attempt at mind control and nothing. Another attempt at mind control, still not landing.
That samurai is just super resistant. Hoo boy. Don't act wears off. And takes out the squire. He wasn't really doing much anyways.
Finally landing a charm on that samurai. So it is currently a 5-on-1. Make that a 6-on-1.
Well, Omega, the thing is that hit percent formulas calculated as damage using all of the damage procedure modifiers and then changes the damage into a hit percent later on in the formula. So shell does in fact impact hit rates. So too do things like magic defend up and magic attack up. Defend does not affect hit rate. Defend is coded to count in post... Defend, Defend Plus, and Guts all happen in post-formula run, so they don't impact anything before hits are determined. I mean, it is entirely plausible that Defend could be coded to impact hit rate, but that is not the place where I inserted the code.
Squids are slowly going down here.
Breaks the charm, but a double don't act. Aqualung finishes up that grenade, but this one has Flame Spin to go back up and do some damage.
Counter Flood, no proc. We have 2 don't active units there. Another Aqua Lung on the Samurai. 135 is big damage, so she's pretty low. Can't do anything other than run away here.
She goes down, and she'll stay down. Mind control for the tree. Charms it, but it... Oh, the don't act wore off, actually. Just on time.
Squids, of course, able to heal each other, but not able to get any units up, so it is just those 2 squids. And Flame Spin may just be able to out-attrition them here.
The Counter Flood killed his teammate!
But don't act on the bomb. He does heal himself, and he's hightailing it away. Bomb is going to pick up a crystal.
So too does the tree, and the other bomb gets back up.
Flame Spin going to heal both of the bombs, is going to hurt the tree, but that means that it breaks the mind control as well. So there's a 3-on-1.
Sure is.
That lands the charm. That's going to be a 2-on-1 here. Oh no, opts to flame attack instead of self-destructing.
There's a Flame Spin. Counter Flood breaks the charm, and both grenades are active again. Just Aqualung isn't going to be enough. It looks like the Knuckleheads are going to lose this map and take it to the decider. Sure enough, Don't Poke My Mons takes the small map, and we move on to the medium 28. And another map that the Counter Flood won't be doing big petrifies. Good map luck for Don't Poke My Mons. Let's see how it resolves out.
And since the bombs aren't weak to water or ice, despite the thematic appropriateness of it, they're not super worried about the blizzard either. Or what is it, snowstorm now?
Next month. Triple haste, and this is going to be a huge protect shell. Yep.
Yep, does hit all 4, so that is a lot of damage prevented here, potentially.
Flame attack for that huge 20 damage Squire.
Counter Flood doing a little chip damage, no procs or anything there.
Triple haste. And a leaf dance. But they're all clustering up. You know what that means. Two misses. Squire just doing his best.
Flame Spin, so Squire is pretty low here, not going to be able to do too much more. Not that he's doing a hell of a lot in the first place, but does land a charm on 1 bomb, so that could be 1 bomb down.
Leaf Dance finishes off the Squire, and that's step 1, removing the possible revivals.
Flame Spin hitting 3 and only do... there's a self-destruct. Does not hurt the Samurai at all.
Yes, they can. It will act like they were charmed by the enemy. Charm does not pay any attention to who put it on. It just means you help the other team.
There's another mind control. Wish bringing the Squire back up. But it is going to go right back down to this Leaf Dance. And Leaf Dance is smart targeting, so cannot hit the Samurai to break it out of its charm. Flame attack onto the friendly tree, but damage splits, which does break the charm.
A lot of interesting interactions with the way these teams' reactions work. There's a Leaf Dance on that squid. Counterflood does set silence, but not going to do a whole lot to a tree.
Omegasuspekt, it can't hit allies since Leaf Dance is smart target. Self-destruct and does hit the friendly tree as well.
It looks like one of the bombs going to be back up in a couple of rounds, so we're mostly just going to wait out that happening. Everybody heal and get ready for round 2. Damage split breaks the charm once more.
Squire is hasted, not that that's accomplishing too much. Although I suppose the bombs are down, so he could potentially get a Chaos Blade swing in on one of the others, but he is not going to.
Bomb is back up, and that's a big flame spin. Charms on everyone else.
Phoenix down offensively, of course. Charm on the bomb again, so the bomb might explode here in a moment. It does not, it just stops to move up and do nothing. I guess because the other units are charmed as well, so it's not going to be able to blow up against them, but I don't know.
Charm lands again. We're just kind of gonna vroom through the charm while nothing is happening. Bonk. Leaf Dance goes in.
Counter Flood, a little bit of damage, not a ton.
Damage split for 1.
Did not see a crystal proc, unfortunately. Another bomb exploding. Both bombs back down.
Tree remains under its own power. But the Charmed Samurai heals the damaged squid. No Chaos proc there.
Well, the Squire actually attacking means we may see one eventually. Oh, but a big counter flood. Not enough to kill, though, and the squid is able to heal itself back up.
I
Nope,
hold
still
my
nothing.
breath every time.
I'm hoping for it not just because it'll bring the match to an end even faster, but it's just exciting when it happens.
Sure is.
Double counter flood brings the tree pretty low, not quite enough to kill. That Aqua Lung is going to be enough to finish it off.
Charm does wear off. I really should tune the AI to not cast Charm on single remaining team members. Or at least to ignore Charm when the entire enemy team has it, instead of just standing around doing nothing.
That'd be welcome.
Flame spin to heal. Squid's off in the corner now. Flame spin to uncharm the samurai. Squire's back down. She's charmed. That means the tree will not be coming back.
It means the Squire will be coming back. There's the tree crystallizing. Well, the good news is this is game 3, so so regardless of which way it goes.
Yep. Too charming for their own good. Keeps letting the grenades get back up.
The fact that the samurai keeps being charmed and re-raising the Squire means that it's even less likely. With the bombs repeatedly getting up, there's always the chance that they could potentially kill a squid and like slowly out-attrition it. But with the Squire repeatedly being rezzed as well and then potentially being able to res things, not so much. So all those bombs are right around that bomb, or all the squids are right around the bomb corpse, so...
And there goes the charm. Just kidding.
God damn it. And the fact that there's, like, conceivably a world where either team could still win means that we can't even, like, mercy kill the match. It could still go either way.
I mean, we don't like making a habit of having 15-minute matches, but we're only at minute 12, so... I've got it at X6, which is the fastest my processor can handle. I have it in completely uncapped speed mode. Oof. speaking of big changes, did you see that?
Yeah, it was enough to... Well, killed one, but of course the squid can just aqua lung itself. But we might have a squid go down here. That just can't outpace the aqua lung self-healing, though.
I mean, it can when the other one gets back up. Oops. That's a crystal.
Well, still, with the square out of play, that does change things a little bit.
Does in fact. That would have been a hell of an explosion.
All the counter floods.
The
Squid
knuckleheads
almost
living up to
down
their
there.
name. If only I had a clap emoji on Twitch.
Oh, the samurai finally dies!
2-1
Oh my
for
God.
knuckleheads. Why is it always you, Fig? Why do you do this to me? Anyways, Spring 4 versus Soul 4. Poke Trainer Carl wants to battle versus Frog Princess.
Also, Ludo had to bounce, so you'll have to update the challenge.
Yeah, I heard. I got it. Alright, so we go now to another double grenader. This one, Triple Flame. Red Chocobo. And, of course, Singing Squire with E2 and a Mage Masher. Also, Defense Up and Regenerator. On the other side, for Frog Princess, we have Charming Jean, the Oracle, with Double Wizard Staff, Hamido, and Steel. In the Oracle abilities, we have nothing. In the Thief abilities, we have Steelheart. Steelheart and only Steelheart. Iruka the Wizard with Battle Skill, Counter Magic, and Defense Up. Ah, this is the one that has the sword skill breaks without a sword.
Yes.
That is Soul. I'll have to figure that out later. Let's see. Black Magic, though, still has the good Black Magic skills, and Frog. And Queen of the Oracle with Muskrod and Time Magic. This one actually does have Oracle abilities. Spell Absorb and Frog 2. And Keropi the Priest with Elemental, Barrier, and Any Ground. The opposing team does have a Chocobo to cancel Frog. Frog 2 was super powerful last month, slightly less powerful this month. Hastes 2 on kind of a wildly split team, catches 2 of them. Triple Flame miss, miss, and miss.
Green team not having a ton of ranged options, or not very long range options at least. Choco Meteor 152, some hefty damage, but a counter magic. A little bit of damage back through the Chocobo there. Finally seeing some casts come out here. That is a Frog 2, I presume.
Yep. And it doesn't catch her.
It does take the Priest down, however. This Frog 2 could swing things pretty fast here.
Well, it catches the one human that can possibly fix it. So if that Chocobo is taken down before it gets back up top.
And that Wizard doing its best to make that happen. Here's another Frog coming out. Only a 45% chance of happening, though.
One, two, three misses. Does it land? Sure does.
So we've got 2 units out of commission. And then just have to... Oracle trying to bonk down the 3rd one.
Haste 2 for them. Gonna eat a flame spin, probably. Chocobo coming up to cure one of the frogs.
Does this triple flame land? It does.
Got one of them. Steelheart charms it. We've seen what this can do. This might be dangerous.
Chiku Esuna is going to unfrog the other bomb. That bomb does get a chance to triple flame. Is it going to be enough?
Sure is. Game 1 goes to Poke Trainer Carl. Fig, it went to Game 3, and Game 3 lasted like 16 minutes. Why do you always do this to me? Why, Fig? It's okay, this one was entirely my fault.
Both teams in a much smaller corridor here. There is the rest of the map too, of course, but... Choco Meteor coming out early. No counter magic this time. There's going to be a haste of... or no, a song, rather. That is an incredibly dangerous triple flame. 1, 2 unit.
Double kill. Yeah, that happened. Ooh, Big Frog 2 coming, though.
Yeah, this could conceivably frog all of them, so...
Well, no, Chocobo's immune.
A heavily status-based team coming up against a team with a Chocobo is just pretty bad luck, as this Chocobos are immune to a large brunt of the status catalog.
Donk.
And a quick and decisive 2-0 there.
We go to our final match of the night, Ludo 1 versus Fig 3. Both of these team names were so long that I couldn't put them in the signups folder because it was too many characters, including the file structure. So I've renamed them to My First Team and Blame Ludo. Alrighty, so my first team, we have a pair of birds and not a bird. The not a bird squire has a hunting bow and an E2, along with yin yang magic for frog 2, confuse 2, sleep paralyze, petrify, just a whole slew of things with auto potion and short charge. The Kakatoris, who lost a speed because he was just too good 2 months ago, didn't quite dominate last month. We'll see how good it does this time. Friendly Bird, the Chocobo, and Casey the Knight with white magic HP restore and defense up. On the other side, Blame Ludo, perfectly matched against Ludo. We have Stevie the Thief with Perseus Bow and Counter, as well as Time Magic. River the Spellblade with basic skill, damage split, and attack up. This is probably an actual Spellblade. Yep, Stasis Sword, Crush Punch, Lightning Stab, and Night Sword.
Crunch Punch.
Crunch Punch. That's its name now. I refuse to back down on this. Azaria the Oracle with Faith Rod, Aegis Shield, White Magic, and Auto Potion. So a faithful Oracle. This is going to land some petrifies and paralyzes. And of course, the infamous Confuse 2. And another Spellblade. This one for the other half with the Black Magic Faith Rod. With magic attack up and catch to deal with those pesky lightning balls. So we'll see how that goes. Large map 95 to start out. You can ask the people who made them, Ara. Yeah, let's see how much damage they do. I know that sword skills do in fact use elements, and strengthen does matter on them because I had to recode the whole formula by hand, so so I can know for sure that it does work.
Bird still goes first, of course, even with the reduced speed, does get that haste out as it loves to do.
The AI, in fact, does love haste, and here it is on the other side, too. We have Fig's team in blue on the right, and Ludo's team in brown on the left.
192 to the bird takes over half of its HP, but here's a gaze in return, and it does land. Spellblade is taken out of the action quickly here.
We have a charge on something. Some oracle spell. Paralyze. Double don't act.
Ludo has an early advantage here, although eats that Perseus bow with Chocobo, goes down quick.
Of course, a tailwind for just himself. "94% petrify thanks to the faith on the oracle. Faith, kind of a two-edged sword. Yup.
Does land, no surprises there. Down to just 2 units here, and the bird, I suppose, just doesn't see anything good it can do. It is just repeatedly hasting himself.
Just spazzing out. This one, only a 51%. Shows the difference between faith and not faith.
But the Cleric Chocobo is back up and able to do things again.
51, does it land? No. But the 60
This Petrify
does.
does. It is just down to 1 unit. These folks steady making a bunch of statues here.
Oh, Perseus Bow claims another victim.
The counter proc.
The thief does not appear to have a way to cure it, so only a matter of time there.
I suppose if he gets a ton of luck with the procs, maybe he can turn this around, but it's a pretty tall order here. And Gaze ensures that the floating statue will finish the round up.
We go to small map 104. Birds have a big weakness to squids, right? Or is that vice versa?
Early Gaze does miss.
That is a confused 2, probably? Yup. Triple confusion.
All 3 of them just kind of wildly dancing. Holy shit! 700 damage!
Yeah, sometimes you have good compatibility with your teammates and you just fucking ruin them. So, Coral Sword is Lightning Element, and the Oracle takes double damage from Lightning, and it's strengthened, and has good compatibility. So yeah, some things happened there.
I mean, especially with, you know, it wasn't even a skill or anything, that was just a 700 bonk. Oh no.
So killed two of his teammates and then died himself. Pretty quick win for Ludo, 2-0. Good lord. Anyways, as always, thanks everyone for coming out. I believe he had a hunting bow, which is always transparent. Anyways, yeah, thanks everybody for coming out as always, and as always, thanks again, Korremar. You remain excellent, helping me get these things off the ground.
Absolutely, happy to help.
We'll have another 12 matches coming up for you tomorrow, but then I will be taking the next 2 days off as it is my wife's birthday, and then we are also doing a big group outing to a Brazilian steakhouse on Wednesday, so that's going to be wonderful.
Hell yeah.
So I'll see you all for the next piece of the winner's bracket tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend off to speculate before going right back into it.
Night, y'all.
So, night, everyone.